I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Sid Meier's Ace Patrol Pacific Skies, the sequel to Sid Meier's Ace Patrol, which I just did a Let's Play of. This is, of course, the World War II version, specifically the Pacific War. Let's go ahead and start. Full game, 1942 to 45. So this time, we can only choose between the United States and Japan. And I'm not really sure what the difference is between the various planes this time because it doesn't give you a little tooltip. So I guess we'll just go with the Navy because that makes sense. Okay. David Stimson, Deadeye, long-range shooter. I like that. Martina Rusing, grease monkey, repairs plane quickly. Probably be more useful for me later on. If this game goes anything like the last one. Eugene Fleming, escape artist. Escapes from enemy POW camps. That would be another useful thing if I'm as bad at this as I was at the first game. Kristen Valencia, lucky, avoids flak damage. I do like that, but I think I will go with long-range shooting this time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're in a Brewster Buffalo. Let's go. Training. First Flight, July 3rd, 1941. Destroy the guard towers that happen to be right outside of our own bases. The round maneuver icons, we know what these do. Wow. So I do actually have that long distance, which is nice. This is going to be really helpful. I'm not sure why we're shooting our own guard towers. I'm assuming these are ours, because that would be stupid if they weren't. And then we're going to have to loop around. Easy peasy.
Victory.
Oh my. Oh my. We have got many more missions this time around than before. I didn't get any points because it's a training mission. That's okay. We're not playing for points. Squadron news.
Yes, sir.
David Stimson assigned as flight leader. Select a wingman from these 4 candidates. Okay, power maneuvers, crack shot. What does that mean? Roll maneuvers and loop maneuvers. Well, I think going defensively was not real. Well, I mean, I didn't really play defensively last time, so defensive maneuvers didn't really seem to help me. I think being able to actually take on enemies early on is going to help more. So I think I'll go with Claudia McCampbell here, and we'll see what this crack shot does.
Yes, sir.
Fly next mission. Training, Snooper, December 7th. Shoot down the enemy reconnaissance plane. Now, unfortunately, there's not really a lot of story this time around, at least for the training missions. I guess if the training missions are separated from the main story, or the main campaign, that might be a little bit different. Altitude, yes, we know about the altitude. That doesn't mean I'll use it any more effectively than I did before. Now let's see, if I go... I'm going to have to go straight, I think, in order to pick up altitude. But that's okay, because he seems to be coming right for me anyway. Oh, and you see a little pilot jump out this time. That's a nice touch. I do like the jazz. I do like the jazz. Okay. Well, we're racking up victories. That's nice.
Thank you, sir.
Dave Stimson promoted to lieutenant. Okay. Learn maneuvers. As your pilots gain some experience, they learn new maneuvers. Yes. Time to learn some maneuvers. So, I've got long-range shooting, which means that if I could position myself in a good place, that could be very advantageous. Slipping and skidding might allow me to do that more effectively. Loop maneuvers are obviously more defensive, and the power maneuvers allow me to change altitude. That could also help, but it only looks like we're going down. Forced dive, or forced landing in a power dive. So I think we'll go with the slip and skid.
Excellent.
Let's see how that works out. Squadron leader. Fantastic. Upgrades. Your outstanding performance completing your mission with less than 50% damage to any of your aircraft inspires your mechanics, this time not your scientists, to upgrade one of your planes with experimental technology. Emergency power for high-speed maneuvers. Okay. I think I'm going to just... She's already got an ace? Okay. I think I'm just gonna stick it to David here because he doesn't have the copycat thing like George did.
Thank you, sir.
I do need to remember, though, that this game I need to more effectively manage my pilots so that they gain experience relatively equally, because I don't want only one good pilot to try and carry. Although we had a couple by the end of the last game. Let's fly the next mission. Lone Wolf, December 7th. Shoot down the enemy fighter. Okay. Clouds. Where... Really? You're telling me about clouds and there aren't any on this map? Okay. Probably getting a little too close. Okay. I probably should have given that to Claudia, because now David here's got 2 kills. U.S. Navy bonus. Pilots can perform 1 extra high-G maneuver. Fantastic. Skill levels, what are these? Oh, we can change this. Last time, moderate seemed to be enough of a challenge for me. Let's go ahead and pump it up to moderate. And add some upgrades. Outstanding performance. We have machine gun convergence for improved firepower. Oh, and we've got some new guys. Eugene Fleming and Patrick Valencia. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to stack David with that. But while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I'm going to have some fun with this and set up my squadron. Okay, here we go. Sorry. There. So, I've made Eugene green, Claudia red-ish, salmon-ish red, and Patrick black lightning. Let's go. Mission briefing. Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. As the opening move in their ocean-spanning offensive, 6 carriers of the Imperial Japanese Navy launched 353 fighters, bombers, and torpedo planes in 2 waves against the American naval base on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Despite severe damage, the Japanese attack failed to destroy vital strategic targets: the dry docks, oil storage facilities, submarines, and, most importantly, the 2 American carriers, Enterprise and Lexington, which were at sea. Japanese losses were 29 aircraft and 5 midget submarines. The surprise attack galvanized American opinion, and fueled by President Roosevelt's Day of Infamy speech, led to American entry into World War II. Let's go, the first mission.
Scramble 2 fighters.
Mission briefing, 8:30. Weather, clear. Codename, Curiosity. Worth 1,000 points. We don't get to choose missions this time. I guess that makes sense, because that's not really how usual Pacific War games go. A large supply of the latest weapons are stored at our base on Pearl Harbor. Radar has detected enemy planes approaching our base. Scramble 2 fighters. The enemy must be prevented from photographing these secret assets. Okay. So, since I want to get some kills in here, let's go ahead and pick Patrick, Black Lightning, and Claudia, because Claudia's got an ace maneuver and I'm curious about it. Let's fly. Okay, so we've got to stop the... Do I get those ships too? I bet those are kind of like gun placements, only since they're out in the water. So I got to take out that thing, I'm assuming. Yeah. And then we've got two pilots here that I've got to worry about. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get in line with that. That's a dive. I'm going to have to straighten out if I want to gain some altitude, but let's go ahead and do that. Let's straighten out. Hopefully I'll be able to climb a little bit. Oh, they're changing direction, bastards. Well, I wanted to climb. There is no climbing for me, so let's dive and gain some speed. Maybe we can... Oh, they're climbing now. Damn you! I could gain even more speed, and it looks like I'd be right there, coming up behind it. Oh, he's turning. Okay, you're gonna climb, and you are gonna go right in. I've got a huge loss in altitude advantage here. Hooray! That's one.
Mission accomplished. I see flames.
They didn't open fire on me at all. That's really unusual. Maybe the difficulty levels are slightly easier. You're not getting away. You'll want to turn eventually there. Okay, gain some altitude. I'll get him before he goes. Boy, I really could use the long distance shooting. Did that count for her? I guess. It looks like she's got one. He didn't actually leave the map yet. That's weird. Yeah, damn it. I'm too low. I guess I really do need to have a longer stretch before I can climb. Which means that these planes don't seem to be as maneuverable as the biplanes in the first game. I could get another kill this way. Yay! Do. Really? Okay. Well, that worked out just fine. I am a little leery of bumping up the difficulty, just because this probably will become a little bit more difficult as we go. But yeah, we've got twice as many missions, so that'll be fun. As I understand it, because I did look this up just a little bit, the Navy and the Army do have separate campaigns, so I guess they're a little bit different. Probably makes sense. I imagine there's a lot more land-based combat for the Army than for the Navy. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of that. I mean, I guess I could. I could play through the full game, like both sides. Um, I'm not sure if that'd be fun to watch or not. The last game that, the first Ace Patrol, that was a very short series. It was like, what, 10 episodes? I guess we'll see. We'll see if there's still any interest by the time we get to the end of Okinawa. Anyway, that's probably enough for the first episode, so I'll end it here, and I'll see you next time.